need to understand that the enemy wants to keep you preoccupied with the things of the world so that you can never be in a position for God to use you. See, sisters and brothers, understand that Satan is a trespasser and he has no right or authority over your life. Everything that Satan holds, he holds it illegally. So Jesus said, watch this. Jesus said, go into the city. I got something there. When you see the donkey, loose him and bring him to me. Satan has some of us tied up, just like that donkey was tied. Got some of us bound by habits and bound by thought processes and bound by circumstances in our life, and God is trying to loose us from that situation. Notice, if you will, that he tells them to go, I need you to loose the donkey, but then he says to them, you need to expect that when you go to loose the donkey, that there's going to be some opposition. There's going to be some folk that are going to ask you, what you doing trying to take that donkey? Expect some resistance. Expect some confrontation. In other words, you got to expect a fight, because the devil never surrenders without a fight. And the reason that we can't seem to get it together is because the enemy cannot risk letting us go. He can't risk you ever coming to the point of total surrender. So we come to church a few weeks and then we fall off. We come to Bible study a couple of times and we fall off. We pay our tithes a couple of weeks and then we fall back into the same inconsistent rut. We start doing certain things to turn our life around and then we fall. Y'all ain't gonna help me now. And then because the enemy, anytime you move toward God, he's going to move to distract you. Because he doesn't ever want to get you to allow you to get into a position where God can use you. And so when we wonder why things don't go the way we want it to go, my sisters and brothers, sometimes we expect God to bless us without allowing him to untie the rope that has us bound to our habits. Lord, I want you to bless me, but I want to stay over here a little while longer. And see, Jesus never could use the donkey as long as the donkey stayed tied up. Would you tell somebody he can never use you if you stay tied up? You can't stay bound to your habits, bound to your way of thinking, bound to our way of doing things, bound to our proclivities and our idiosyncrasies, bound by our past, bound by our fears, bound by the things that are going on in our life. But the master commands that we be loose. See, the point is, sisters and brothers, when we hear the master's command to be loose, if we truly walk toward the master, nothing can hold us. Nothing that the devil has to offer can keep us from reaching Jesus. There's no devil big enough to keep you bound. Jesus said to his disciples, here's the reason you're loosing this donkey, because I need him. Master have need of him. You don't need to know anything else. You don't need to know what I need him for. You don't need to know how long I need him. Just mind your business. Just go and unloose the colt. I got need of him. You don't have to know what the Lord needs me for. You don't have to know what my call. I don't need you to affirm the call on my life. I don't need you to co-sign what the Lord wants to do with me. Just know that the Lord have need of me.